show any emotion during the reading of this verdict, I ask you to remove yourself now. There won't be, the court won't tolerate any outbursts of any sort from anyone. Can you bring me here? Yes.
There is now even to the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict? You have your four-person. If you would stand and read your verdict, please.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment. And we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of convicted felon in possession of a firearm as charged in count 3 of the indictment.
Thank you. Juror number 1, is that your verdict? Juror number 34, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 35, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 14, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 17, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 27, is that your verdict?
It is, Your Honor.
Juror number 33, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 25, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 44, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 23, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 28, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again for your time and attention to this matter this week. Our system of self-government would not work without your service and sacrifice that you've made. Thanks again for your time and attention. You are excused.
Jurors excused.
Mr. Johnson, the jury has found you guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm. As the 13th juror, I affirm this verdict. As to the first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison. I will set punishment as to the conspiracy and the convicted felon in possession of a firearm after a sentencing hearing. The date for that hearing will be November 1st?
Yes, Your Honor.
November 1st. There's nothing else to take up?
We will prepare the judgment sheet, pass out forward, Judge.
Thank you. And the pre-sentence report. The order for the pre-sentence report.
Service will be done. We will see.
Thank you. Give me a drink.
All rise.
What it do, YouTube? It's Coffee. Back at it with the update, man. And y'all see that straight drop. Justin Johnson, whatever you want to call this dude, man. He's already taken to the gram, man. How these cats be getting on the gram so fast, man? You know what I mean? They got the jack in their cell or they tapped in with someone on the outside, which would be stupid as hell because all the phone calls are recorded or whatever. But with all the issues, you see individuals incriminating themselves online, posting crimes, etc. Nothing shocks me these days. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Y'all remember that back when this all went down? R.I.P. Dolph. He got gunned down at the cookie shop in the manner in which he did. Straight Drop was dropping music. He dropped that track. That's what we heard throughout this whole case, is he thought he was going to be the next big thing on CMG, man, as so much came out. And yeah, it's crazy to me too, the way they tried to change the name, or not tried to, they did. They went from Cocaine Music Group to Collective Music Group, man. And, you know, listen, we'll get to that in a moment, but one way or another, as he collected this bounty, we heard it all, him and some other individuals, that you see people saying, yo, these cats barely really even knew each other, man. And Big Jook is talking about spreading some money around and, yo, go clap Dolph and we got y'all, man. CMG will take y'all to the top. And these dudes crashed out like some real crash dummies. That's just really what it is. It's just sickening at the end of the day, man. It's pure poison mentality. And this is the type of ish, you know what I'm saying, when motherfuckers are cracking jokes about how stupid and buffoonish a lot of cats that got these hip hop dreams. And I don't want to generalize that like anyone chasing like hip hop fame is stupid, right? But a lot of cats that are in the street and, you know, want to be a G and out here doing so-called gangster-ish, like really just not too many IQ points there, man. But one way or another, Straight Drop took to the gram. He's talking that G-ish after being found guilty. These dudes taking criminal responsibility. I'm taking street responsibility regardless. I'm forever the biggest. They can throw away the keys before I ever eat the cheese. And then 3 blood drop emojis. And it's just like, damn, man, after everything, you know, this dude still talking that talk, man. Dolph's fiance, she got on the gram as well and said, today's verdict brings relief and restores my confidence in the justice system. On behalf of my children, family, and myself, I would like to thank law enforcement, the prosecution, and everyone involved for their diligent work in pressing the facts that led to this conviction. We are also grateful to the public for standing with us and advocating for accountability throughout this process. And, you know, it's just a damn shame, man. She also said, this is just the beginning of our journey toward achieving full justice for Adolph, which is Dolph, and we will patiently support the unfolding of that process, man. And like, I just can't believe it, man. Like, the more you saw this play out in court, like the other individual, or one of the other Cody's, Cornelius Smith, you know what I mean? He was telling it all in his testimony. We saw the clips going viral, like flat out. Big Jook, who we know, Gotti's brother, who got killed. And, you know, there's a lot of threats on Gotti's life right now. And there was, you know, a long history of beef between these dudes. And in one sense, like, they were going to work together long ago, or some wanted it to go that way. And Dolph just did his own thing, and the beef went from there and never really stopped. And to just really, like, the court footage, you know, not just watching the viral clips, really following the case, is just like, man, this is for real. This is what's going on. You know what I mean? And you see Straight Drop, like we said, what was that song called? Track Hawk or something like that he dropped right after the killing of Dolph. Like, and he's still on here talking this gangster-ish. They can throw away the keys. I ain't gonna bite the cheese like Cornelius did. It's just crazy, man. It blows my mind. And it's just like, I always point out when it comes to, because in this internet era, man, we see a lot of different worlds overlap and intersect. You know what I'm saying? You see the streets, you see the rap game, you see cats trying to get on, you see people portraying characters, you see some people really living that life, you see some that were living that life and switched it up, like Dolph. You know, Dolph really came from the streets, but like at his high school that he went to, he supported sports programs, donated money, went and met with the principal on the regular. He was a success story, you know what I mean? And that's gangster. He was really trying to give back, not trying, he was giving back in his community. And that's really gangster, you know what I mean? Like, you see all these different worlds come together, and you just see the buffoonish attitude and mind state from a lot of these dudes. It's purely ludicrous, man, when you really see it all, man. Someone threw up a post when the court is really started heating up, and you were like, man, like, this is facts. He was saying any young dude, you know, who's in the streets or got hip-hop dreams, I'm paraphrasing, it's not exactly what he said, but he was like all y'all dudes need to be watching this, man. Like, someone, not someone, a couple individuals collaborated together to kill young Dolph because of some hip-hop beef between some different labels, you know what I'm saying, from the same town. And lives were lost, blood was shed, and people crashed out like some damn crash dummies. And, you know, motherfuckers were cutting deals, and then you got straight drop acting like, yo, I'm still the realest. Like, watch this, real deal in real time. This is what the streets leads to. You know what I mean? I pointed it out before that anyone I ever known that was living that street life, right, that really elevated their life and had success, they did what they had to do into the streets, got some money, and parlayed that into something else legal. You know what I mean? Like, being in the streets long term, like, there is no retirement plans, there is no IRAs, there is no union, there is none of that. It's just like, you know what they say at like addiction, AANA, you know, that whole you know, world. If you keep getting high, it's only gonna lead to jails, institutions, and death. In the streets is the same way. Everyone's really out for themselves. Can't really trust nobody. It's just a damn shame, man. And Cornelius Smith, you know, like I said, this man flat out said him and Johnson, aka Straight Drop, they were collecting $100K bounty placed on Dolph head by Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook. And as we know, again, Jook was killed. There was shots fired at his funeral. Like, a lot of more violence went on behind what happened to young Dolph. People love Dolph. And it's just crazy, man. Like, what the fuck were these guys thinking? Like, you really look at their plan and the way it all played out, and it's just, again, so buffoonish, so stupid, and such a shame that, you know, individuals who, you know, have every chance to make it in life in some way, some form or fashion, resort to this kind of fluggery because someone, I don't want to say manipulated them, but in a sense talked about some money, some gangster-ish, a bag on Dolph's head, and they just crashed right out. And I'm really waiting. You know, a lot of other content creators were saying the same thing. We saw that Lawyer for Worker dudes react to it all like, yo, like, CMG, from what I've seen here, there's enough for them to be pursued in a civil case in the death of young Dolph. But criminal case, like, man, you know, like, if Jook didn't get killed, I definitely think he might be getting arrested already, you know. But with him being gone, it makes you still wonder, will the dots be able to be connected from a legal standpoint to lock up Yo Gotti? Or some are even talking of a RICO case against CMG. You know what I mean? Like, we see what's going on with Young Thug. Could there be a similar outcome on the horizon for Yo Gotti and CMG? like I said in another video, like Yo Gotti's got heat on the streets. He's in danger in that sense. And when it comes to the courts, the legal side of the coin, things could be going bad for for Yo Gotti as well. But it's really something to see that this really happened. Like, so foolish, such a shame that individuals have this kind of mentality. But Smith said they only got $800 of the $40,000 he was supposed to be paid for the shooting prior to his arrest, although Big Jook later contributed $50K in lawyer fees. And that was one of the big clips that we saw going viral from this, was dude talking about like, yeah, I got my lawyer paid for services rendered killing young Dolph, man. And when Smith was asked what he was thinking after the shooting, he said, I wasn't feeling nothing at the time. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to get some money. And, his brother, Jamarcus, he already pled guilty to serving as an accessory after the killing by helping the two shooters communicate following the murder. There was a fourth suspect, Hernandez Govan. He pled not guilty to organizing the murder. I think his day in court has to play out. But man, straight crash dummy-ish, man. Check out this comment. Someone said, these dudes talking criminal responsibility. These dudes taking criminal responsibility. He's quoting what Straight Drop said. I'm taking street responsibility. Regardless, I'm forever the biggest. They can throw away the keys before I ever eat the cheese. This goofy ass dude thinks he's gonna die a legend. He's going to be completely forgotten about by everyone, including his friends and eventually his own family, forever sitting behind bars with his dumbass self. Clout is temporary, and social media won't stop your friends from forgetting about you and moving on with their lives. This clown is beyond stupid, and I think that man broke that down perfectly. Someone else says, all that tough talk on the gram doesn't mean anything. You are about to live the rest of your days in a cage, idiot. Hope that $800 was worth it. And, that's just the truth, man. Like, these dudes crashed out like some dummies, just for being offered a little bit of money and some clout or some CMG dreams. And Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop, you have seen, already got hit with that life sentence. He's got to go back November 1st for the felon in possession of a gun or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. He already got hit with that L. He's going to get some additional time. I'm sure it's going to be running wild, meaning he's going to get hit with consecutive sentences rather than running concurrent at the same time. But it doesn't really matter, man. He got that life. And, we see loss of life by prison, loss of life by, someone being killed. We saw the footage, we saw it all, and it's all really a damn shame, man. R.I.P. Young Dolph. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Stay tuned for updates. Don't forget to sub to the channel. It's Coffee, and I'm gone, y'all. Peace.